what is your process when you're going to analyze a game? I watch these videos that are very professionally done and beautifully done. And as a content creator myself, I understand that you're actually putting in an exceptional amount of work. So I was sorry to hear that people that have interviewed you are, focusing on the money aspect and those things. First off, you deserve everything you make. I don't think people really understand how much work it is to be a content creator in general, but specifically when you're sitting there and you're trying to pack all this information. Okay, you're doing 1, 2, 3 derivatives off of almost every single move in a chess match, and you're cramming it all into 6 minutes or 7 minutes. What's your process like for preparing your analysis and your video and then going ahead with it?
Well, first thing I do is, of course, I decide on a chess game I'm gonna show. Mostly, I definitely try to make it a really interesting game, a game where something really spectacular happens, and of course, people really enjoy that. But for example, at the moment, I'm making the Paul Morphy saga on the great Paul Charles Morphy, and I might show a game or two that's not all that spectacular because I really need it for the story. And how I go about it is. Definitely have a book or two that I use for references, and I tend to read it so I know the backgrounds of the tournaments of the players themselves, and that's something I enjoy the most. Then I go through the game and I just look at it, and then I'm like, okay, that's a nice game. Maybe some of the moves are pretty weird, and I try to make a story. I mean, I try to already in my head make a video while I'm replaying the game in my head. And then, of course, when there are some crazy tactical lines, when there's a lot of things happening at the board, I run it through a chess engine. And then, of course, if I didn't use a chess engine, I would make too many mistakes and it would take too long to make a video. So the engine, of course, tells me, okay, if this, then this is the reply. And then at that moment when the engine says this is why this is bad, then of course you understand it. But if you had to come up with it yourself, it would take you, somewhere between 5 minutes and never to find the answer yourself.
Right.
So I mean that's inevitable in trying to cram so much material in, let's say, a 10-minute video. And then when I understand the game, when I find that sweet spot of the game, that move where the game swindled, or maybe there are a couple of such instances in the game,
Right.
then I decide how to present that game as a story, so it would be interesting to everyone. But I try to do it so it will be interesting to me because that's how I see the game. And it does take some time, but it's nothing crazy. I mean, for maybe a 40 move game, it would require me maybe 2 hours of preparation to make it. So it's not that crazy, but sometimes I will do maybe 4 videos a day, and then it could consume my whole day. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and people that give you the business about making money or whatever, they want to focus on that end of the spectrum. I mean, I think the problem is that I watch your videos as a content creator, and not only do you perform wonderful analysis of the game, but you also have you have your donors listed on your screen. You have a nice little split screen there so that people can see you and people can see the board. Oftentimes, when you are analyzing a match from a certain tournament, you provide photographs and things like that. So, I can tell that it takes you some time to put the things together. And, I just, on behalf of myself and definitely the rest of your viewers, I just want to let you know how much we appreciate that. And I think I probably speak for all of us when I say that we're very happy that you're finding such success because it really is it's really a wonderful thing, your channel. It really is nice.
Yeah, well, thank you, but that's what I often like to tell people. It's not. I mean, I don't do it so it would reach success or that would I don't know, induce such a feeling in people. But I always say that I feel a certain way about a lot of things the way that I do, and the world. I mean, the world is a big place, and if there are people who feel the same way about it, then those are the people that will enjoy my channel. And I mean, to me, it's sheer luck that so many people enjoy it the way I enjoy it, basically.